This Halloween, it is my dearest wish to turn into Totoro. You know the days where you used to scroll Pinterest? That's what I used to do in college. I saw this Totoro dress and I thought, someday, when I actually have time to make stuff, I am going to make this dress. Well, that day has come.
First, I need some kind of top. I don't know how to make this yet, but I do know that I want floofy sleeves. Next is a circle skirt. I know how to make that. I need some kind of white circle for the tummy, but the most important part is the, what do you call these? Floofy goops? Doobly goops. Well, anyway, I'll applique those on, and then it'll look like Totoro.
Fabrics downstairs, come along with me. I need the pattern first. Let's see, circle skirt, circle skirt, circle. Here it is, right here. Excuse me, sir. Door closing. Now come downstairs with me to the basement. This is where all the fabric lives. Whoopsies. Sorry, Star Wars sheet. Get to use someday. I think there might be a gray sheet somewhere still. We'll go look upstairs. Yes! I have moved the craft room up here because my toddler is a toddler and I am a craft mom, so there. You know what? This would work fine for the little floofy goops that go on the tummy. I'll just use this for it and that'll be fine. I think, thinking sounds, tummy color I like. I have two colors of gray now. One is lighter and one is darker. I think the darker one's correct. But maybe you could be a lining. That might be nice, have a lining. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. So now I am wondering, will there be enough fabric to make the whole circle skirt? Because circle skirts take a lot of fabric. Oh, this is good news. This is very good news. Does it go all? Yes, it goes all the way down. Not only can I get the circle skirt out of it, I can do the circle skirt in 2 halves instead of 4 quarters, which means less sewing, which is awesome. You want to hear a funny joke? I was scared that I wasn't cutting out enough panels, so I ended up actually creating 1.5 skirts. This is all one circle skirt, just straight up from the sheet. I didn't have to sew these sides at all. At all. And I still have a whole panel left to do something with. Suddenly realized what I was going to do for the top of the dress. I have a pattern. It's the pattern I started sewing with when I very first started sewing. And it's like a little sundress. So I was just curious last night. I got out that skirt panel and I laid out the bodice pieces on top of it, and I cannot believe that they fit. You know, I'm kind of looking ahead to Halloween when that comes and carrying around my little cat bus wagon and my little dress, and gosh, I just hope that, I really hope and pray that I meet a lot of people who appreciate the joy of being like a little kid. I think isn't that what Totoro's all about, you know? The other thing I love about Totoro is that it's a movie about community. You know, just the fact that he's kind of living as a single dad and he's working and they're just watching his kids. It's like, of course we'll do that. I want to build and earn that kind of community. But that's my dream of where I'm going. I think that's why I picked this Halloween costume this year. Where I'm going next is community. Now, on to the first sewing part of this. I haven't actually sewn anything yet. I spent a couple days putting the bodice together, and I gotta tell you, this is where the magic happens, because this is the moment that the pattern pieces become a dress. It's really happening. I'm gonna be Totoro. And then the next day, well, we see the news. You see, I live in Spokane, Washington, and while I was making this dress, the wildfires started. I had packed up my car thinking we might have to leave. The Spokane wildfires started up south of me and west of me. We are okay. We didn't even have to leave our house, and we never even lost power. We are feeling very grateful, and we'll do our best to be part of community and to help rebuild where we can. Over the next couple days, life normalized again, as it always does. One small annoyance is that I don't know where the cord to my sewing machine is, so it meant that I needed to hand sew the rest of the bodice together, zipper and all. That took a long time, but it happened to be I was feeling kind of depressed the next week anyway, so it was nice to have something to do with my hands. I still want to find my cord, of course, but oh well, it'll show up when it shows up. I'm still trying to decide, should I make the tummy detachable or permanent? Because if I make it permanent, I could make some cute pockets, but it's only ever going to be a Totoro dress. And I quite like this dress. But then again, I might wear a Totoro dress quite a lot, so I don't know. I think that either way, I'm just going to start with a paper template. By the way, we're doing well. The wildfires are starting to be contained, especially the one that's near us is more contained. And we're kind of just doing that thing where you feel grief for people who are going through something really terrible that you're not going through, and that's kind of where we're at right now. But so I'm still sewing. I'm sewing my little dress for Halloween. That's what I'm doing. Stunningly, the bodice fit, the tummy apron piece fit, and I am almost ready to finish this Totoro dress. My friends, it is time to cut out the iconic doobly floofs. Goobly ploops. You know, those things. You know the things. The Totoro things. I hand sewed them all. I hand sewed them on. I gotta say, my hand sewing's gotten a lot better after this project. And I think we're almost ready to see the final project in the wild.